sounded like you were trying to like one up me.
You know what I want? I want a table right here. Well, I want two.
I want 2 tables. So I was gonna be like, why? I want 3 tables.
That's not what I was trying to say. I do want another table. A table so you can have the ones that have the hooks, the mics that have the hook.
Yeah,
kind of comes over. But
yeah.
Anyways, who's starting this?
I guess I'll start.
All right, go ahead. You ready?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Media Mixtape podcast. Now, the reason why we're acting a little funny is because we're kind of...
I was acting fine. I don't know.
I guess I'm just insecure. But no, we're acting a little funny because we're actually starting fresh, starting from episode 1.
Yeah, and it's not to say that like what we've done the last couple of years is like thrown out the window. Jake and I, for anyone who's new to this podcast, we have had this podcast going for a couple of years now, but we just had such a long break.
Yeah.
The last couple months, really busy, and it feels like a good time to kind of take a step back, refocus the podcast,
Right.
and kind of restart it. I guess, kind of get a fresh start going. It feels like changing the old one was going to be weird to like just continue the episodes if the podcast was going to change drastically. Not that it's going to change drastically, but
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to change a bit. So
Yeah, so it's going to be the same show.
Nothing's changed other than the fact that we're now calling it same. Actually, everything's the same.
Yeah, a little bit of a different format. Now, if you're new to the podcast, first time listener, obviously this is going to be episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
We're on a new hosting website.
Yeah.
So we're just interested to move forward, kind of have a little bit of a different format.
Mm-hmm.
Still music, still movies, still sports.
Yeah.
They will be on separate episodes. So make sure to hang out with us. We do NFL draft on the sports episode. We do talk NBA. So that will be getting back into the flow of things.
Yeah.
Soon.
But with this episode, it's going to be movies, it's going to be music. And on this episode, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be discussing Morbius. It just dropped this weekend. Actually, really excited to get back into reviewing movies. I've been paying for AMC A-List every single month and not watching any movies.
You've been using it, right?
No, I haven't watched movies. I haven't been watching movies, really, honestly. But honestly, it's only been like 3 months I've been wasting my money.
I think about it. I think about, like, should I get it again?
You don't have it?
No, I don't have it.
What? Why?
I stopped it because obviously with the pandemic and a lot of stuff was coming out.
That's right.
On HBO Max.
You never went
and,
back
like,
to it, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So, I don't know. Obviously, now with the podcast, I'll probably get back into it.
Yeah,
but
I love it. I mean, there was a couple times I was in the theater watching Morbius and a couple people coughing. And I look at my girl kind of jokingly like, slap my mask on my face like, hey, man, I know we're kind of out of this pandemic, but y'all are not covering your mouth when you cough in a theater for some reason.
No, my thing is Thursday showings.
Yeah, packed.
No, they're empty.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Nobody goes on a Thursday.
I mean, if it's the movie's dropping
I'm
on a
telling
Thursday.
you, that's what I'm saying. And I think, I don't know if it's because of that pandemic and theaters keep doing this, but the last 2 movies I've seen came out on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Morbius, which we'll talk about today.
I think
and-
most movies come out on Thursdays, yeah.
No, but it came out like in the day. Like I was able to see it at like 3 p.m.
Oh, okay.
What was it? What was before that? There was a movie before it. that came
Morbius,
out.
Batman?
Batman.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw Batman at 3:30 on a Thursday.
That's crazy.
So and
I
it was
wonder
empty.
why. I don't know why they're changing stuff like that. But either way, Morbius came out. I went. I saw it. I was in theater. How'd you watch it then?
What?
Morbius.
I went to the theater on a Thursday.
But you paid for it.
Yeah, we went at like 4:30 or something.
Ooh, paying for a ticket. Who does that nowadays? But yeah, well, we'll talk about Morbius in detail later on. It's going to be a full spoiler review. So, we'll give you a full warning before we get into the spoiler. That's going to be later in the episode. We have a couple things to cover in music and movies before we get into all that stuff. But how was your week, Jake? How's your week? How have you been? Jake and I don't really kick it at all anymore,
weird.
by the way.
Well,
Guys.
it's because before, like, we lived together, and so it was like we would see each other all the time. Or like, it just I don't know. We just saw each other more. This past 3 months has been weird.
Yeah, like yeah. I mean, I don't know. You're not that important in my life where I feel weird, but. Not just
So
kidding.
you're crying.
But no, it's like it's different. Obviously, if anyone has siblings out there, like obviously, Jake and I grew up. We literally shared a room our whole lives, and yeah, it's kind of weird for people to say you live together up to. I'm 24. Jake's
28.
28. So yeah, it's weird that we've lived together up until 23, 24, and 27, 28. But
we also live in fucking California.
it's very expensive to pay for rent.
Yeah.
And so typically it's not just us, okay? A lot of people still live with their parents up until this point. But, Jake and I both moved and are living separately now. So that's interesting and new. So anyone who has siblings and they can relate to it a little bit and understand it's kind of weird. The only time we really hang out and kick it now is going to be on the podcast, which is going to be fun. So this is going to be a new thing where we talk about, I don't know what Jake has been up to the last 3 months, honestly, or how it's been. But
a lot of fucking schoolwork.
How is it living though? Like moving where you're at now?
I mean, it's cool. It's like, it's always like, it's always weird, like going to a new place. But the fact that like, I have one place that's like this is my space, and like everything that's here is mine.
Isn't that kind of dope though?
Everything that's here is mine, and that's it.
Yeah. It's like we had a complicated living situation, guys, beforehand, and we don't have to get into details of it.
No,
what happened?
I just hate Joshua. No.
We just had a weird living situation where we had to kind of see both of our parents, and so it was like a weird, complicated thing where like we had to move houses basically every single week. So, not that it was weird or hard at all. Honestly, I thought it was super normal. But now that I'm not doing that anymore, I'm like, wow,
it's not normal.
It's not normal, but it was normal for us. You know what I'm saying?
I talk to people and they go, "You go back and forth every week."
Yeah, well, now saying that's why I
don't fucking make you feel bad.
hesitate to say it now on the podcast, but it's cool. It's like a thing that happened in our lives.
Yeah,
when our parents got divorced, that it happens. 50% of marriages fail. When they got divorced, they decided to split it half and half. So we basically just every single week, our brothers and I would move houses to see each parent, and it just never stopped. And I always tell people it's pretty simple when you explain it. Like. Now, once I hit 18, it's like, what do I just do? Tell one of the parents that I've seen every other week, hey, like, I don't want to live with you anymore. I'm gonna live with this parent. It's whoa, that's super weird to do. So now that like it's different from that, it's different and new, but also I like it. I definitely love it.
Yeah. So definitely an interesting transition for both of us the last 3 months.
Yeah. I feel like I'm maturing now. Now that it's like a different.
I mean, I agree.
I'm growing. Like I went to. It's such a weird thing to be happy about, but like this weekend. What?
I took fucking gas medication before I went to this party yesterday.
Oh, you're definitely on the adult.
Bro, when I tell you, Karina roasted the fuck out of me, like no joke.
Karina is his fiance, by the way.
Yeah, Karina is my fiance for new listeners. She fucking roasted the shit out of me.
Yeah, I would roast the shit out of you too. Rightfully so, I think.
This is how old I felt, bro. I was like, I want to have a good time.
I want to have a good time, so I need to take this gas
medication. And she put me on blast at the party, bro.
Like, yo, guess who just...
and then...
When you walked into the party, that was her first thing?
Bro.
Yo, guess who just took gas medication?
And I said, I was like... And that's what I'm telling you. This is where I tell you I'm getting old. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I want to fucking enjoy my time. Like,
You owned it?
I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Do you want gas while you're at this party? Yeah. No.
We had two very different adult moments this weekend. I went to some breweries in L.A.
Yeah.
That was my thing.
Right.
Boomtown Brewery and Angel City Brewery. They're both pretty cool. I don't really go to breweries.
Is it like IPA still?
Yeah, they have IPAs. I mean, like it's interesting about breweries. One thing that sucks about breweries actually is like there's no mixed drinks. Now for me, I don't really mind because I like beer, but like my girlfriend doesn't drink beer at all.
Right.
So like it's like I went out with her and we were with some friends and she was kind of like we're looking at the menu and we're like there's zero mixed drinks.
You want the fruity drinks, bro? That's fine.
No, I don't mind drinking a beer. There's nothing. Is there anything better than just chilling, talking, and drinking a beer? Like,
bro,
I love drinking a beer.
There are certain days after a long week where you go like I fucking need a beer right now.
Yeah, it's so weird, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's just being an adult, or I guess I don't know what it is, but
no, I own the fruity drinks, bro. Give me if it.
I'm with it.
What's wrong with having something sweet and also getting drunk?
This was not where I expected the conversation to go, but I'll go here. I actually hate when people. I've been talking about this recently. I hate when people go, "Oh, bro, trust me, drink this. It's smooth." Or whatever, or drink this like it's bomb, it's fire, and it's straight alcohol, and they're like it's so good, right? I'm like, no, it's not.
Right.
It's bad.
Right.
Alcohol tastes bad. Beer tastes bad. Although I like beer, sometimes it tastes bad. Okay, it doesn't taste good, but any alcohol tastes bad. So I hate when people try to pretend like it doesn't. They're like, oh, you gotta try this green apple, mojito or whatever, and you're like, it still tastes like booty. Like I don't understand like why we're pretending.
I don't know. That shit sounds fire.
It's like but it's like green apple, but it's like 90% alcohol and you taste a hint of green apple. Like, what's the point of that?
Right.
To me, what I want to do is I want to make, you know what jungle juice is, right?
Yeah.
I have this dream Tell me if I'm crazy, anyone out there who's listening. I have this dream scenario of having a party, having a big-ass container of jungle juice.
Yeah.
But this is what the ingredients are. Just for example, let's throw strawberry as a flavor.
We may bleep this just so we can make it and...
Oh, yeah, so no one
steals the
Check
recipe?
this out, bro. Tell me it's not a good idea. You go strawberry, for example. That's the one I want. That's the flavor I like. That's the flavor I want.
Okay.
So we're going ham with the strawberry. Strawberry fruit snacks. Throw them in there.
Okay.
Strawberry gummy bears. Throw them in there.
Okay.
Strawberry vodka. Throw it in there.
Right.
Strawberries. The actual fruit itself.
Okay.
Throw it in there. Strawberry lemonade. You got it? Throw it in there.
So just
go straight strawberry, all one flavor.
So actually, it would be lit if you said, everybody who's coming to this party, bring something strawberry.
No, everyone who comes to this party, wear a strawberry suit or something.
I'm saying like,
no,
bring
just
some type of strawberry flavor.
Maybe,
something.
I guess, sure. Yeah, that'd be cool. But no, in
Then
general,
everybody gets to,
yeah, sure. But
because it's not like there's gonna be 100 people at your party.
Sure,
bro.
I'm just saying, generally speaking, like just me personally making this jungle juice,
Right,
where
okay,
it's like,
okay.
the goal here is.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You haven't broken any new ground so far.
No,
but
because
yeah.
dude, no one does that, bro. I'm telling
Bro,
you.
people make jungle juice. And
Yeah,
they
they make
put fruits
jungle
in
juice,
there,
but I'm telling you,
Or
you
is it
guys
like
know what I'm talking about.
like-
If you go to see jungle juice, you go any party, there's jungle juice. It's like a fucking. There's oranges in there.
Right.
There's cucumbers, which by the way, that shit don't even change the flavor at
no,
all.
who's putting cucumbers in it?
Like, you know
Nobody's
what I
putting
mean?
Cucumbers.
There's cucumber
That's
slices.
disgusting, bro.
You've never seen cucumber slices in jungle juice?
No, I've seen like
in water.
oranges.
You've seen it in
and-
water, right? Cucumber water.
Yeah, yeah.
They do that shit too. They just throw it to make it look nice.
That's stupid.
Oranges.
Don't do that. Whoever
You know,
are.
they throw like the random shit.
No, but
And they
oranges and, like strawberries
always
and all
they always throw the shit that doesn't even affect the flavor at all. You're like, bro, what? Like, no, they're like, yeah, I put hella ice in it, bro. Like, what? That doesn't change the alcohol taste.
Right.
You
It's
know what I
hella
mean?
cold now.
Yeah, it's really cold alcohol though. I'm just saying, I don't think anyone's done this where it's all one flavor. And the point is, and the goal here is, now here's the one thing I actually left out too. One idea I have: go to In-N-Out or figure out who's the supplier of In-N-Out for In-N-Out. They're just the syrup of their lemonade, strawberry lemonade.
Okay.
Boom. So the point I'm making
I don't know.
is
This does not sound
This
good.
is the point
to
I'm
be
making.
honest. This is like a lot of sugar.
This is the point I'm making. Yeah, this is the point I'm making. That drink, I want the drink to taste as the least amount of alcohol as possible, with also having the most amount of
So
alcohol in it.
you want
as
people
possible.
to die, basically. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the whole point. of any
Like, bro,
party,
I
right?
can't taste anything.
Yeah, I want
and then
people to be
they're on a
throwing
fucking,
up on the way out of the party.
They're on a fucking rooftop.
I want it to be absolutely impossible for you to leave in a vehicle with you driving behind the wheel. In 3 months, I want to be able to see you with a breathalyzer on your conscience. Just kidding. Like, whoa, don't drink and drive. It's a joke.
They have
It's a joke.
the breathalyzer at the start the car.
Have you ever been in a car, by the way, with someone who has that?
No, never.
Me either.
Never.
I guess it's a good thing. Like, I don't know anyone who gets that drunk, or also, I don't know. I don't have any friends who are down on drink and drive. How about that?
My thing is like, I mean, I guess you can't. I guess like you want to give them the ability to drive, but
Yeah, what do you mean?
like, what judge is going like, you drink a lot, so you can still drive, but you just
no,
need
it
the
makes sense.
breathalyzer.
Yeah, you got to if you get a DOI, that's what it is, right?
I'm not driving with you. You have a fucking breathalyzer.
No, I am driving with you, if anything, because it's like, well, he's not drunk, obviously.
No,
He
because
has
the
to-
common joke is like, here, can you blow in this for me? For
Well, yeah, but in that case, then I'm definitely not going to ride with you.
Right,
If
right.
you're trying to make me do it for you, no. You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
you're going to
yeah,
be the DD, then yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying, it's a wild like. We're not gonna just take your license away. We're gonna put this breathalyzer thing in your car.
So extra.
Yeah.
Also, how do they do that? Anyways, so it's a bad idea.
Also, what if I just drive another car?
Is it a bad idea? My jungle juice situation.
I just think you're not breaking any ground here.
Have you ever had any drink? Alcoholic? Actually, that's not true. I have had some drinks, alcohol drinks that don't taste that much like alcohol. But for the most part, I'll say I'll put
truly
money
slap.
down.
I'm a.
But you can taste alcohol.
You can, but like
But
they
I'm
slap,
saying
though.
this. I'm saying there's a 99% of alcoholic drink. 95. Let's say 95. 95% of alcoholic drinks out there taste like hella alcohol, and I don't want that shit, bro. I want my shit to be fruity. I want to not taste it. Have you ever had
I say Malibu kind of like.
that
Malibu
shit's
just-
ass, bro? By the way, I hate Malibu.
But it doesn't taste super alcohol. Like
It does, though.
No, I don't think.
You know what I mean? See, this is the bullshit. I'm just talking.
I don't think so.
This is the bullshit we're talking about. I want to throw up every time I smell Malibu. By the way.
The issue is just put less alcohol in your mix.
No,
it.
because that's whack. I want to get fucked up while also tasting the least amount of alcohol. I think my
try
strawberry
it.
idea is a good idea. So
Try
let me
it.
try it. And if I can make some bomb ass shit where you don't even taste
Yeah,
alcohol,
bro. I'm
at
not
all-
holding you back from trying this.
You know what's funny is that it's hilarious actually. That I've been talking about this for months and just haven't done it.
right.
But also, I don't go to parties and shit like that.
But then also like it's a feat. Well, first of all, you're like trying to like get in with In-N-Out's fucking supplier. In-N-Out supplier. Let
Well,
me get
just
the
in
fucking-
general, like syrup.
Why don't
like
you just go
strawberry
buy a
lemonade
gang of
syrup.
their fucking lemonade and put it in your thing?
Yeah, that's true too. I thought about that.
Tell them like, yo,
But the syrup itself is like more concentrated, so it'd be a little bit better. Because the syrup isn't like they don't put it through, they don't cook it or some shit. They just throw it in the thing with
and
like,
it mixes with water. Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, I just get a bunch of the fucking.
Just mix that shit up with the syrup.
I don't know. I feel like this. I'm telling you, it sounds way too fucking sugary.
So what? What's the worry? It's too sweet.
Yeah, like way too sweet.
Maybe.
Cause
Maybe.
In-N-Out's fucking lemonade is like
It's sweet as fuck.
Sweet as fuck.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
you're like
okay, maybe the syrup.
on top of that.
Maybe just lemonade. Maybe.
You get the high concentration.
Lemonade, no
shit.
ice. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I really only need like 8 cups.
It's like I got diabetes from that part.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I
think
think
it's a good idea.
alcohol.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, but we'll see. We'll see if I
yeah.
ever try it. We'll see if it's
So,
something.
like I said, I don't think you're breaking any new ground. But
Yeah, okay.
So that was our weeks. But let's get into just a little bit of the Grammy talk.
Yeah.
For the
get focused here.
for the Grammys. Grammys are Sunday, so we're just gonna be talking about just a couple of categories.
Yeah, we don't know who won. You guys are probably, not probably, you guys do know who won by the time you're listening to this podcast, which is great, but I'm going to try to guess. So you guys could look at a list if you'd like of who the winners are, and I'm going to try to guess. And we only picked a few categories that Jake and I are actually interested in, because let's be real, no one really gives a fuck about every category.
Right.
Not to diss any other category, it's just these are the ones that I care about. So what do you think, Jake? What are the categories we're talking about here? And who, you got to tell me the nominations.
So this is who we got. This is who we got for Record of the Year. And I'm gonna say this though to begin with.
Yeah,
we have Record of the Year and Song of the Year.
Fuck
What
is
does
the
that even
difference?
fucking mean, bro?
What's the difference?
Anyways, fix it, Grammys.
Yeah.
But starting off with Record of the Year, we have I Still Have Faith in You by ABBA, Freedom by John Baptiste, I Get a Kick Out of You, Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett, Peaches, Justin Bieber featuring Daniel Caesar and Giveon. Right on Time, Brandy Carlisle, Kiss Me More, Doja Cat featuring SZA, which we got to talk about Doja Cat in a little bit.
Definitely got to talk about Doja Cat.
Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish, Montero, Call Me By Your Name, Lil Nas X, Driver's License,
That's a lot of
Olivia
songs.
Rodrigo, and Leave the Door Open, Subsonic. I think they opened it up to 10.
10 songs? Or 10 nominations?
It's like possibly could be 10, but like it's probably not going to be, guys. I think that's like 8. But it's like there's options for 10 for 10 people.
Wow, that's actually, at the beginning there, got a little bit like, I was a little bit like, I know no songs.
I don't
and I
really
definitely
know.
know Peaches shouldn't win. No disrespect to Peaches, but that's not a Grammy song. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is tough, actually. Because I want to give a huge shout out and much respect to Olivia Rodrigo. Everyone always talks about industry plant, all that bullshit, whatever you want to say about Olivia Rodrigo. That's my girl.
Song
that
slaps.
album was fire, and that song was incredibly fire. Like, that song is...
A little bit overplayed, but yeah.
Yeah, but aside from that, you can't judge her for
I'm just saying. a little bit
playing the
overplayed,
music.
yeah.
But come on, that's a great
Not
song.
even the best song on that album, but
Got my driver. Okay, anyways, I forgot the words for a second. But that's a great song. But then you have I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. So that's tough.
And
man,
you got
actually.
Lil Nas X Montero in here as well. So, and Montero is a good song. And Kiss Me More, Doja Cat, SZA.
That's a good song too, yeah, for sure. So if I had to put my money on the winner for this one though, I think what deserves to win, Leave the Door Open. That's music right there, man. Leave the Door Open with Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, that is music.
You're saying like this is the Grammy,
Like that's a song, bro.
Grammy award winning song.
Like when we heard that song and we heard some of the songs from their little project,
Yeah.
I was like, this is like legendary shit.
Yeah,
Like, that's
yeah.
to me a classic song. And it's overplayed and it's very new, so it's very tough to say classic now. I get it, but that's a classic ass song. Like, you know?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Billy, but what's his name, Ashton or whatever from TikTok? He just made your song a better version. So
Did he though?
it's better, bro.
This is my problem with that. He just copied her. Like he made a full version. He's like, look, you could download the
Nah,
full
bro,
version.
that's just
He
slap,
didn't even
bro.
change anything. He sang everything exactly the way she sang.
No, it's like a
He
cover,
slowed her
but
down.
it's better though.
Nah, I would say, but that song is good though.
That song is fucking better, bro.
really good. Well, I'm saying Billy's song is good.
Billy's song is good, but I don't know if that's winning.
No, I don't think it's winning either. I'm not gonna say I put my money down because I don't know. They don't really give it to the people I think that should win.
Right.
But I would say Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak.
Well, okay, this is the record of the year.
Leave it
So
open.
if I'm gonna say record of the year, I would probably say Driver's License because it was massive.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It deserves some love, but I think I like Leave the Door Open a little bit better.
So we'll see. That's Josh's prediction. I'm gonna go with Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay.
And we'll find out.
I like that though, because then we cover our bases. And you get that one, and that's the one. That's my second choice.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like
so
that.
We'll find
one
out.
One of us should be right. Should be. One of us should be right. Guarantee you this though. I'll put money on this. We're both wrong.
Yeah, probably.
Because
it's going to be the song that we have never heard.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what usually happens with the Grammys.
That's how it works with the Grammys.
But moving on to the category Song of the Year, here are the nominees. Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran, A Beautiful Noise, Alicia Keys and Brandy Carlisle, Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo, Fight For You by Her, Happier Than Ever.
I swear you said Fart For You, but okay.
Fight For You by Her, Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish, Kiss Me More, Doja Cat. I said Kish right now. Fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
You're messing up a
Leave
little
the Door Open, Silk Sonic, Montero, Lil Nas X, and Peaches, Justin Bieber.
So basically the same exact as Record of the Year. You know why? Because they're the same category. Put them together.
Basically the same category.
Same award. I'm going to go ahead and say Leave the Door Open then. Leave the Door Open, Rambo. You know what? Let's switch it. I'll go Olivia Rodrigo for this one. Olivia Rodrigo, Driver's License.
Open, quick second. Moving on to Album of the Year, we have We Are by John Baptiste. Love for Sale.
Is it Album of the Year? Sorry?
Yes, Album of the Year.
Okay.
Love for You. Love for Sale, Tony Bennett, Lady Gaga. Justice by Justin Bieber. Planet Her by Doja Cat. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. Back of My Mind by Her. Montero, Lil Nas X. Sour, Olivia Rodrigo. Evermore by Taylor Swift. And Donda by Kanye West. Taylor Swift's going to win the award. Come on.
Yeah, so I was going to say a lot of, that's why I was going to say I want Olivia Rodrigo to win for Sour. Say what you want. Jake and I, when we heard that album, we reviewed it on the podcast. We said it was a 9 out of 10 each. Thought it was a great album. I still think it's a great album. Sometimes a song will come on shuffle, and I'm like, dude, this album.
How do you just go into your music and go shuffle?
Yeah, honestly, it's the worst. It's the worst decision. It's so frustrating. I do not recommend it.
Because I haven't heard Olivia Rodrigo in a while.
Bro,
because I have to specifically go to Olivia Rodrigo.
No, I shuffle my music, which is cool because then I I haven't heard a song in a while, and I'll sing it. I'll listen to it. But dude, it's like so bad because I'll go from Driver's License, crying my heart out, to all of a sudden I'm like, YG's fucking
I'll be
pussy. We balling on you fucking dummies. Scared money don't make no money, and I'm like in the car like but such a vibe change.
Tears still on your
Wiping
face.
the tears off. Like, yeah, you're right. YG got me back in my place a little bit. So. I do not recommend that.
Because I haven't heard her in a while. So,
but if I had to get,
for you slaps
because of that album, Sour coming on Shuffle, I'm constantly been reminded actually recently like, hey, that's a really good album. So I want Olivia Rodrigo to win. I think Sour is a really good album, but I've heard a lot of good things about Taylor Swift's Evermore. I haven't heard it, to be honest with you. I heard a lot of good things. I think that means it's probably going to win. And then what was the last album that you had said nomination was?
Donda by Kanye West.
And that's a tough one to pass up on. I know a lot of people talk shit about Donda or talk shit about Kanye West or some Drake fans out there. I'm a Drake fan, and some Drake fans out there will say, well, if you're going to put Donda up there, then CLB should be up there too. They're pretty closely related to each other, or at least connected with each other because they were compared so much. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I love CLB, but I don't even think Donda should be up there.
I agree.
Just because Donda has so many songs. It's a good album, but it has so many songs. You should heard it a little.
I don't know if it's like
the Academy's not gonna listen to all those songs.
I agree, but also I don't know if it's the album of the year.
Yeah, it's a good album.
Rap album contention for sure.
Yeah,
but
I give
album of the year.
I give Donda its respect, man. I give Kanye his respect too. So,
but moving on to the next.
Wait, what's your guess, man? What the fuck?
Oh, did you guess?
Oh, you said Taylor?
Did you guess?
I said Olivia Rodrigo. Sour.
Yeah, I said Taylor.
Okay.
Taylor's just like, not to be not like.
What do you want to win though?
You know
what I mean?
I don't know. Probably Olivia.
Yeah.
That was of all of those albums, I probably listened to that one the most.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think Taylor's gonna win. No disrespect to Taylor.
It's probably a good album, and maybe we hear it and we think it's great. We just haven't heard.
But it was like that year that what's the girl? Remember you kept using her as an example.
What's her name? Damn, she was a country singer. She won over Astroworld.
Yeah. And we were like
something.
It's the same thing. It's like we never heard it, but it's obviously a huge album. So
yeah, it's probably good.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Taylor Swift just because she's like the Michael Jordan of winning Grammys. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Moving on from that, for best R&B performance, more my category. Snow Allegra, Lost You. Justin Bieber, Daniel Caesar, Giveon, Peaches. Her, Damage, Silk Sonic, Leave the Door Open, and Jasmine Sullivan, Pick Up Your Feelings. Now, to be honest, I have not heard the Her song or the Jasmine Sullivan song.
Wow. So,
but I am gonna go actually with Snow Allegra, Lost You.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Giveon and Justin Bieber and Daniel Caesar on Peaches. Peaches was good, but I don't know, man. That's a good.
I'm
song,
gonna say like Justin and Giveon carry Daniel on that song.
wow.
That's just my opinion.
Disrespectful.
It's my opinion.
That's all you.
I don't like his verse, bro. I'm like, I could do without his verse. Give me another Giveon verse.
That's a good verse. I don't know any words, but yeah.
Give me another Giveon verse, bro.
That's a good verse, bro. I don't know you're tripping.
Nah, bro. He gets carried, bro. He gets carried.
If anyone got carried, it's
Don't
Justin.
get the fuck out. Actually, the Justin Bieber concert was lit, bro. And I'm at a
Justin Bieber concert. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You did go to a
Yes.
Justin Bieber concert. Yeah.
And I'm so happy that I'm at an age that I can sing Justin Bieber and not be like, because there were some guys there who were like,
I'm not gonna.
I'm
sing
just
this
like
shit.
standing here,
Yeah,
like, you know.
But it's for my girl.
Right, and I'm like, nah, bro, fuck that. I'm belting.
Did
baby,
he sing Baby? Did he sing Baby?
Yes.
Yo, my God,
bro, like, how
what
you-
a beast!
There's
bro.
no set list.
No, let's give him some respect. Let's give a round of applause for
but-
Justin Bieber.
because there could be like, you
No,
know,
it's respect, bro.
I'm
Much
sure.
respect for that.
Yeah, I'm sure artists are out there like, I don't want to do this fucking.
I would
shit.
hate to do Baby. Baby,
He rapped the Ludaverse and everything, bro.
bruh.
It was lit, bro. It was lit.
Shout out to Justin Bieber.
Yeah, it was
that's respect. Honestly,
I'm just happy I'm at an age where I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out
no,
of
that's
this concert.
fucking sick. But for him to sing Baby, I mean, come on. Like, how many times are we going to a Drake concert? We're like, bro, just once can you play freaking
Best I ever had. Or some
yeah,
shit.
you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
take care. or
Hit us
some
with a
shit,
classic,
you
bro.
know? Yeah.
Hit us with a classic,
Hit us
yeah.
with fucking take a shot from me. Hit us
I
with Marvin's
agree.
Room one time, Drake.
But Daniel got carried. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
Daniel got carried because he did
Disrespectful.
Peaches, I think, and he brought Quavo. I forgot what song it's for, but he brought out Quavo and he brought out.
I'm the one, yeah.
Oh, he brought out.
I'm the one. Oh, I'm
No,
the
I don't think it
one.
was that one. Was it that one?
Oh, it's the other song he sang with Quavo.
Yeah.
Like four of them. Music four of them.
No, who's the fucking guy that you like? I want to get nasty. Who sings that song?
I Wanna Get Nasty. Baby Keem? No. Oh, Don Toliver?
Yes, he brought out that song, bro.
What?
And I'm like, who is that? And I'm like leaving, and I think he said
I don't
it.
want
Or
to say
something.
too much.
Yeah, no, he. Because he has a song with
I
him,
don't
right?
like that song. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that song that much.
He said it as he was like ending the show, like,
I'm Don Toliver.
oh, shout out to like my boy Jay, because he
Toliver.
had Jaden Smith, and then he had Don Toliver, and he was like, shout out to my boy Don Toliver, da, da, da. And I was like, oh fuck, I said it. I was like, that was Don Toliver. So
Jake's just
yeah, shout out to
Jake's
Justin.
a literal old man, by the way, guys. For anyone who's new to the podcast,
I am old.
he's getting old.
I'm getting old.
There's
I
certain
always said-
artists that I show him and he just goes, nah. And Don Toliver's not one of those artists,
Yeah, I like Don Toliver.
but you were iffy about Don Toliver to begin with.
I'm still iffy on. I'm not like the biggest fan, but like I like some of his stuff.
He's
So-
good, bro. He's really talented. His voice is fucking beautiful, man.
But don't you ever
Like,
say
have you heard Drugs and Hella Melodies?
no?
Drugs and Hella. You have him and what's her name? Kelly Uchis. Drugs and Hella Melodies.
Maybe I don't know. Oh yeah. I've heard it. Yeah.
But shout out to rest in peace, Draco the Ruler. But that's one of my favorite songs with Don Toliver. Draco
Yeah.
the Ruler featuring Don. It's called Don Toliver. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard.
Song's hard. Pull up in the double R. I'm Don Toliver.
Dude,
Pull up in
but-
the Lambo. I'm Don Toliver.
Don't ever say Justin Bieber got carried on a song ever again.
I was just joking.
But moving on to best rap performance, we have Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar, Family Ties.
Let's go. Come on. That's winner.
Cardi B.
Winner. Don't even read
Wait,
the other
wait,
nominations.
Cardi B, Up.
No.
You like to win it though.
No. Don't pause on that one. No. I don't disrespect Cardi B, but
no.
let's take a step back. Okay.
Family Ties
That
and
was
Up.
not at all to disrespect Cardi B at all.
That
okay?
song is
I
hard.
actually like the song.
That song is hard.
But you're gonna compare it to Family Ties now. Let's relax.
It was.
You paused like if it was like, oh, that's a great song.
I
to
paused for
compare
a
it.
comedic effect.
Shout out to Cardi B. It's a
Yeah.
good song. I love
It's a
Cardi
great
B. But yeah, no.
Yeah, moving
Not to
on.
Family Ties.
J. Cole, 21 Savage, and Moray. My Life. Moray.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Drake, Future, Young Thug, Way Too Sexy.
it's a
and
great song.
Megan Thee Stallion, Thought Shit. No, I thought there was going to be something that was going to flip you, but I agree with you. Family Ties
Thought
is probably
Shit?
the best one. Thought Shit.
Is that fucking one? Nah, I don't think it is. Bro, there's this song on the radio. It like boils my blood, bro. I'm like listening in the car, like
Why?
I'm going to change the radio station. My hand is shaking out of frustration.
Why? What is it?
Because bro, like these artists are taking classic songs just rapping over the beat and then just like ruining the beats. I'm like, what is going on?
What's
There's a
the-
song
what's
by
the sample?
Meg. Fuck, what is the sample?
Is it too short? Is it too short one?
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up right
'Cause
now.
I think they do like a two. They've been doing it a lot too.
And by the way, I love Meg, and it's nothing against Meg. It's just
You sure it's Meg?
I think it's Meg, right? It might not be Meg.
I think it's Sweet. It might be Sweetie, bro.
Oh, you're right. It might be Sweetie. Yeah, you're right.
I think
No
it's
disrespect, Meg.
I think it's the too short one.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think they
it's
do blow the
called
whistle.
it's Big Dick Energy.
Is it blow the whistle? The sample?
I think so.
Big-
He's got that big dick energy. I'm like, what
Play
the
it, play
fuck
it.
are we? Is that
Play
what
it.
it's called? Nah, maybe it's not her then.
It's not. Oh,
Should
you
I just look up Big Dick Energy?
Yes.
I don't want to Google that though. Big Dick Energy.
You're just
Oh,
fucking.
Lotto, bro.
Your ads are just fucking.
Lotto.
That's a hard sample though.
Is it a sample? Is you just playing the beat in the background?
Well, that's true. I thought that was a TikTok thing where they remixed it.
Nah, bro, it's her song. It's called
Oh.
Big Energy.
Yeah, that
And
one is
And then
whack.
it goes and it goes. That's a big dick energy. I'm like. Also, can I have a small dick and have big dick energy? Because
Yes, bro.
I might fall in that
That's
category.
the point. Big dick energy
No,
is
it's
like
not.
you don't have to have a big dick. but
no,
it's
I
like-
don't think so. I think the women who are saying big dick energy
No.
are definitely
It's
like,
just like-
no, he has a big dick because of his energy.
No,
Like he gives off.
No, he's
It's
giving off
giving
that.
big dick. You know what I mean?
No, they're saying like
No, that's what they're saying, dog.
he's got confidence, bro. is what
No,
they're saying.
yeah, and
Like,
big dick
if he
dudes have
has
confidence.
one.
I'm
He
very
may or may
insecure.
not have
well,
one.
I'm very insecure outside. So
Anyways, moving on from that. In the last category, we're going to talk about for the Grammys.
wait,
best,
what song? Oh yeah, you said Family Ties.
Yeah, it's a
Sorry.
family test.
Okay.
Best rap album, the most important category, the only one that we kind of
Don't
care
know what
about.
we really
to be
care about.
honest. Best rap album is
Rap
J.
album.
Cole, The Off Season, Drake, Certified Lover Boy, Nas, King's Disease 2, Tyler the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost, and Kanye West's Donda. Now, we are the resident Drake fans on this
Yes.
podcast. We are the only people on this podcast. So,
Yeah, we're both big Drake fans. And look, I've actually been coming around to this recently. Okay, I love Drake. Drake is my guy. He is my artist.
Yeah.
I don't care. He's better than your favorite artist.
yeah,
okay?
I agree. Facts.
But I've been coming to this
Facts.
conclusion recently of like, you know what? As much as I love Drake, he's forever gonna be my favorite artist. Yes, maybe other guys are probably better than him at certain things. He's my best ever. He's my GOAT, whatever. That's just what it is. It's like Kobe. Like Kobe's my GOAT. You know, I
Yes.
don't care what you want to say.
Right.
Kobe's my GOAT. So like, same thing with Drake. Drake's my GOAT. But I don't know. If I'm not that big of a Drake fan to be. I'm a huge Drake fan, but I'm not enough of a Drake fan to put that over my actual opinion about rap and music and stuff. So I don't think Drake should win rap album of the year. Although it is a great album, and I think some haters heavily underrating it because they don't listen to the fucking albums because they just don't listen to every song. There's some great shit on there. I don't think he should win.
I think he should be in the category. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
had one
for sure.
of the top 5 best albums
For
of
sure,
the year.
it's a great album.
It's a great album. But I agree. I don't think he should win it. But I don't know who wins it. I can't give it to Donda. I didn't think Donda was that great.
I
to
can't
be
give it
honest.
Donda either. And I think Donda was really good in moments, but I think there was also down moments for some of Donda. I think
And I didn't hear the Tyler album. So
I think
don't-
Tyler's was really good, and I think he has a really good chance to win because he talked about some good stuff in there, and it was unique, and they just kind of like right now the Academy seems to like Tyler.
Right.
The off season wasn't that great of a rap album. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a good rap album, but it wasn't that great of an album to win.
didn't like- yeah.
I don't know
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think we later listened to King's Disease 2. What else is up there?
Donda, Tyler, Nas,
That's it.
J. Cole, Drake.
I would guess if I had put my money on it, I would guess Tyler wins it and takes it home. But
I
I
would
wouldn't
say-
be surprised if they wouldn't give it to Kanye.
No.
They wouldn't give it to Kanye.
I think Drake's gonna get it. I think Drake's gonna get it. And I don't think it's like blasphemy that he got it. I
No,
think he
compared
had
to what
one
it's
of the
compared to.
better albums of last year. I think they're all pretty much on par with each other. in my
Yeah, but
opinion.
at the end of the
it's
day-
either Drake or it's Nas.
Yeah, and none of them.
because the Grammys like to go, hey, we listen to rap, bro.
Yeah,
No,
I
Nas.
say Drake or Tyler.
I would say Drake or Nas. Drake or Nas is my
Drake or Tyler, and it's no disrespect to Kanye or anybody else on there. I just think Kanye was way too long, and with Kanye's controversy right now, they're not going to give him a Grammy. It's just the truth of the
Right.
situation. Is it fair? Probably not, but they're not giving him a Grammy right now.
Yeah.
And Tyler's was good, but he just won recently.
Drake's the safest pick.
Yeah, they haven't
I
given
think.
Drake one in a while. Drake's kind of been chilling on the side.
Yeah.
No issues or anything. So they might give it to him.
I think he's gonna get it. I think it's Drake, or if the Grammys want to go like, hey guys, like we know what we're talking about.
Nas.
We're not gonna do the Kendrick situation again.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna pick Nas.
Okay.
Right. So I think it's either Drake or Nas. That would be my picks. So that does it for Grammy Talk. If we missed anything, let me know down in the comments below or on Twitter media_mixtape.
Yeah, we were talking earlier before the beginning of the Grammys. We mentioned Doja Cat.
Yeah.
Before we move on from music talk in general, I did want to kind of mention this because did you hear about it? I mean, I don't really know the details of the situation. I heard from my girlfriend. She was like, actually, like, oh, did you hear like Doja's gonna quit music? I was like, what?
Yeah.
Apparently, some crazy shit popped off though.
I don't know what happened. I just know that like something happened to where she got upset.
Well, I heard from my girlfriend, from sources,
From Josh's sources.
from a source close to the situation,
Closer than us.
closer than me to the situation. She was like trying to perform in Argentina,
Uh-huh.
and then she had to cancel a show, and it was like not that serious of a cancellation, or it was serious. I can't remember if it was a good reason or a bad reason.
I remember something about it. It was serious, but
she was somewhere in Argentina still.
yeah.
Like, she didn't leave the
performed-
country.
I think she performed somewhere else, and
I don't know. Either way, there was fans who showed up to her show,
Google this shit.
to where she was staying at or something like that, and were like going crazy, like, "Fuck you, Doja. We had bought your tickets. We wanted to see you." Like, well, whatever, and like cussing her out, talking shit to her, and then also social media hitting her up, and then she just flipped out and was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna play music. Like, this is crazy. Like, I thought my life would be." She said something about like, "I thought my life would be, better or like dope, or this would be fun, but it sucks and it's toxic and I hate it and I'm quitting."
Okay, so it's social media, but so I guess she had to cancel her Argentina show, but she didn't tweet anything or like tell her fans like, "Hey, it's canceled." And then she tweeted about her Brazil show the next day. So it's kind of the fans were like, "What the fuck? Like you didn't even."
She didn't even mention the fact that you canceled. You didn't even acknowledge that you canceled our show.
Right.
And now you're just gonna
And now you're
perform
promoting
somewhere else.
and you're promoting another show with not even like giving us information, which is like I don't think she really. I mean, like
That's like, okay. Like, whether she needs to or not, that's like not even whatever. Like it's probably not even her job. But second
Right.
of all, like either way, who cares? Like there's many artists who don't say anything.
right.
There's been so many situations
Yeah,
where
like Drake doesn't post
Drake
like
does some. Yeah, Drake. I was gonna say Drake. Drake does some shit. I follow him on Instagram where I'm like, Drake, what the fuck? Are you gonna say anything about this?
right. Yeah, like he doesn't say anything.
And it's cool. I just
Or-
move on. I don't go to
Yeah.
comments. I just move
I
on.
mean, there are some artists that go, "Oh, unfortunately, we weren't able to do the
But
show
typically
because
it's
of this."
smaller artists, to be honest, that do that.
Yeah, I mean, no, I've seen stuff from like Justin Bieber and like Big Sean and stuff.
I think
like,
the bigger artists, though, typically are like, fuck it.
it's probably their PR team going into their Instagram.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Like, posting.
They're not going to tweet anything.
It's not, So my thing is like, and Doja's like talked about like quitting before, and I'm like, Doja, like you're a great writer, like just write music, and you don't have to do all the other shit. And maybe she wants to do it. Maybe she wants to be.
Yeah, I think she likes it.
front.
I think, obviously, if you're a musical artist, like, it's fun
I
for
think you could still have fans. Just go be a writer and like do it that because she's a super talented.
She's
like,
great. She's really great, actually.
The amount of like the ability of different vibes that she's able to get into, and like she could rap, she could sing, she gives you like radio hits, she gives you like fucking hard rap songs, like she does the collabs with like Sweetie, that fucking song is fire, like I think just like go write. You're so talented, you could write for multiple artists and just fucking make some money that way.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I think if you want to stay in the spotlight and do your thing, then do it. And I think it's hard right now. My problem right now with the way everything is in social media, like, it's just tough, man. Like, no matter what you say, what you do is going to get scrutinized. And it's like, and so I think you got to kind of figure out a way to kind of develop thicker skin. And it seems like harsh to say that. I think a lot of people hit their replies on social media. Like, I have friends of mine who, like, I see them reply. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, people say stuff like, people I know that, like, have opinion of, like, this person gets paid X amount of dollars. Like, who cares? Deal with it. You know what I mean? It's like,
No,
this
dude.
is what your job is. Like, it is what it is. Like, who cares what they say? And it's like, stop being a bitch about it. And it's like, whoa, like, it's tough, man. Like, Jake and I talked about it before. Like, we had posted some YouTube videos, obviously, for our reaction channel, Media Mixtape React. Check us out.
Yeah.
And in the first few videos we dropped, it was kind of tough to ignore the weirdo people who are like just shitting on us, you know? Now it's kind of like easier. And so that's why I guess sometimes I do kind of wonder how come it's not easier for celebrities. But celebrities, Jake and I have like 30 comments on a YouTube video. They have
and there was that.
17 million replies.
The first like few weeks of like, I had to resist the urge to like
reply
to somebody.
Yeah, I think I replied to a couple,
but not in a savage way. It was more of like, hey,
like, let me mention like, oh,
let me
shit,
explain this.
If this is how they feel, really,
right?
Let me explain this. But I've always said this, and I keep saying this. I think it's a perfect thing to help people in the mentality when you're getting shit on social media, or in general, you see stuff on social media. You can see, I think it's a perfect thing to say. I don't know how to see it, but you can see 5,000 tweets, right? Which, let's be realistic. Are you really going to sit there and read 5,000? Probably not, right? But say, for example, in one day, Doja Cat goes on Twitter and she sees 5,000. It's a lot of tweets to read, one by one at a time, reading them, saying, fuck you, Doja. We hate you. You suck. I'm not a fan of you anymore. It's only 5,000 people.
Out of the millions of people that are her friends.
Yes, that's a 5,000 lot. It's going to be hard for anyone's mental health to read 5,000 negative things said about them.
Yeah.
But it's only 5,000 people. Like you said, Doja has, 30 million followers on Instagram, I would guess?
Yeah.
50 million?
I'm looking
She's
right
1 million.
now.
What? I would say 10. 5 to 10 million, Doja does.
Did she delete her page?
Did she really? Maybe she deleted her Instagram.
No, 22.4 million.
Damn. So she has 22.4 million and only 5,000 tweets in 5 hours she read. You know what I mean? Like, and that bothered her and probably hurt her and probably hurt her feelings, you know? But it's only 5,000 opinions. I'm not trying to say, Doja, suck it up. Don't be... No, I'm saying it's probably hard for her, of course. And it's going to drain anyone's mental health to see 5,000 negative comments about you. But... let's put it in perspective. It's only 5,000. So I think anyone, when you go on social media, you see things, you get 30 comments, you only get 5 negative ones. Well, you have 25 good ones. So or 25 other comments, you know? So that's kind of the mentality you kind of have to go when it goes with social media. And you also have to realize, like, who is replying? You know what I mean? I've always thought that. I do not reply to, like, actually go to Drake's Instagram and comment some shit, or like any celebrity's Instagram. So maybe I'll comment on like an Instagram of like a sick ass highlight that's fire. You know what I mean? Maybe, but that's super rare that I do that. Tweets, I'll reply, but even then, I'll never go like, you know, Chris Evans tweeted some shit I don't like. Let me go reply to him.
I hope you
He's
die.
not gonna fucking read that. And also and even if I am gonna reply, I'm not gonna reply some. Fuck you, Chris Evans. I hope
you die. Like,
shit,
you know, I hope your kids like
exactly.
You know, like
what is up with people?
Yeah, what is wrong?
Well,
with
and
you,
that's my thing. I always go back to that. Though people who do tweet that shit are mentally ill. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, yeah, to be able
there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, to be able to say to somebody is
to say it to anyone.
Issues. Yeah, it's definitely some issues.
Even if you mean it.
Yeah.
If you mean it, even worse. Actually,
it's like,
you know what I mean? Like,
go seek some
you should
help.
probably, you actually want to kill this person. That's scary and murderous.
Right.
So yeah, that's my thing. Is like with Doja, it's like I hope she can kind of get back to that mentality of like, and everybody on social media make that. Everyone knows this, but the people who do comment, if you do comment some wild shit, stop. You know what I mean? But hopefully Doja can,
man. Doja, don't quit. We love your music.
Love your music, and just kind of power through it. You know, hop off social media. That's
and
my
honestly,
advice.
her vibe too. Her vibe is cool. Like she's funny. She like is
chill.
down. Yeah, seems chill, down to
She
earth.
had some
Like
controversy early on, but you know, I think she seems like a pretty down to earth person. You know?
seems cool. So Doja, don't quit. We love you.
We love you. Love your music.
So that does it for music news. We're gonna get into our Morbius review, full spoilers.
Yes.
So from this point on, if you do not want to hear about Morbius or any spoilers, stop here.
Yes.
Not listening.
Morbius review. We're not gonna hold back. We're gonna spoil. Spoiler alert for Morbius. Spoiler alert for Morbius.
Yes.
Fucking that shit flashing on the screen. Let us know how you guys feel about it. I definitely want to hear what other people feel because I've seen a lot of things said about Morbius, and I'm interested to see what Jake feels about it. We're going to talk about it. It's a Marvel movie, so it's very interesting because
kind of,
kind of a Marvel movie. But either way, it's kind of a Marvel movie, so it's interesting to see that because Jake and I are Marvel fans. You got a Marvel poster up there, you know. So it's not going to be hard for us. We're going to be honest about this movie, but you know, sometimes. You know, we're a fan of a thing, you know, so we don't want to be too harsh on it. We're going to be real honest about it. I'm just interested to see, because Jake is the Marvel fan, so I'm interested to see him. How honest is he going to be about it?
Yeah.
And I'll call him out if he's not honest, and then, you know, we'll see how I feel, actually, though, generally.
Yeah, so like Josh said, this movie was getting shit on this entire weekend.
Bro.
I mean, even before I saw it,
Yeah.
because I saw it on Thursday early, and like the Wednesday before was like, this is the worst movie of all time.
I saw.
basically.
I think Jake sent me a TikTok of like, or a tweet of like a picture of Jared Leto with his hands out, and it was like one hand, or it was one hand up, right? And it
No,
was like,
it was Darth Maul.
Yeah, there
right?
you go. There you go. Oh,
And-
it's the lightsaber. That's what it
yeah,
was.
he had the lightsaber. He hit the one, and it said like worst being
worst
in the,
DC movie.
yeah, worst DC movie, and,
And
then hit
then-
the other lightsaber, and it was like worst Marvel movie.
Yeah. So a lot of people talking negatively about this movie. A lot of people laughing and posting about, oh, look at the theaters are empty to go see this movie. The theater was full for me.
Mine
in the
was
theater.
for a Thursday showing was pretty full.
Yeah, mine was basically full. I think all the seats were pretty full, taken up. So, it just give people some time. I went on Saturday night, so it's a pretty good time to go. Give people time. People were already tweeting, posting about that on Thursday. That it was empty. So
Right.
it was pretty full for me. So I'm not gonna say it was empty. No one was watching it. It seemed like people had some interest in this movie. A lot of people stayed for the post credit scenes and stuff in mine as well. But it did kind of give me a weird perspective going into the movie because I saw a couple of kind of people I trusted, maybe just a couple seconds. I didn't see their explanation, but I saw a couple seconds of a TikTok of like, the guy on TikTok, what's his name? Soups, is that his name?
Yeah, Soups.
Soups was like, let's be honest, this is the worst movie. And I was like, oh shit, like if he says it,
Right,
'cause he's
right.
he's really positive.
Yeah, he's
about
always
everything.
like, this was so much fun. Yeah, yeah.
And so he said it was negative. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, interesting. Another guy was like, got in his car, leaving his car, like, I'm gonna go watch Morbius. We'll see. And then leaves, and he's like, it was sucked,
Yeah.
So I was very interested to see it myself, and I recommend that for everybody. Just watch it yourself, see how you feel.
Yeah.
Because I left the theater like, okay, it's not a good movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not a good movie, but is it as bad as everyone was saying?
That's what I wanted to say. And I think we're on the same wavelength here. I don't think it's the worst movie. Now, is it the worst Marvel movie? Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
Probably. And that's because Marvel was so good, though.
Yeah.
Marvel has so many good movies.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, like, it's not the worst movie ever because there are very bad movies
I
out
mean,
there.
I've had movies where I've wanted to leave the theater.
Yeah, yeah. And this one was just like this. My mentality is like it could have been something really cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They just dropped the ball on like every single portion of this movie, from the love interest to like him learning his powers, to the fight scenes, to some of the like comedy.
Yeah.
I think I laughed like one time in this movie.
There was one good joke actually. I literally wrote the note of the good joke. It was the Venom joke. That was pretty funny.
It was.
That
They
was funny,
spoiled
though.
it in the trailer, though,
I
so
didn't
like I knew
laugh.
it was coming.
Oh, okay. I didn't laugh.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't really watch too much of the trailers, but
No, the when did I laughed one time, and it wasn't even because like the joke was funny. I laughed because the audacity they had
Awkwardness. To make the joke.
to make the joke.
You forgot it though.
I forgot what it was, but it was from the cop. And they, I think Al Madrigal, I think is his name. He's a stand-up.
He was pretty good.
I didn't think he was funny at all, bro.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, he was pretty good.
I didn't think he was funny. I think he has like a funny vibe, like his voice is funny.
Yeah. He was funny. I mean, he sometimes got annoying because his attitude about himself as a cop, of like basically like why was Tyrese even there? Like he wasn't even doing.
That
it.
was my thing too. Is like Tyrese is all up in the trailer, and he's in this movie for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Does not do any FBI anything.
He just stands there, and then they
talks
do
to some
make a
people.
joke about it.
Right.
Right. Al Madrigal. What does it say?
Al Madrigal, I think is his name.
He says, he goes, Tyrese goes, CCTV footage. And he goes, I'll ask. I don't want you to move or anything.
Yeah.
So like that was funny.
Yeah.
There were some funny moments. I thought the problem with his character was that he was a little bit like
he didn't read the room, like in my opinion.
No, but that's fine to me. I thought he was fine.
No,
I actually liked him.
They walked into the boat thing, and he talks about the guys that are fucking dead, like
Yeah,
they're
sure.
nothing.
Yeah, sure. What did he say about them?
I forgot what he says, bro. It's all super forgettable, but
Yeah, that's the one thing too. It's
I'm
a
like,
good point to
dude,
make.
they're fucking. Oh,
Dead.
he's like, I think he said something like, yeah, no doubt, like they're all criminals, so
Whatever.
like kind of fuck these guys, like, bro.
Yeah, but
There's 6 people murdered on this boat.
But to be fair, it happened. A lot of cops and FBI agents talk like that, though. You know what I mean? Because
I just thought it was like, damn, bro.
no,
like,
it's
Be a little bit more considerate, bro. Like,
Yeah, like I've had conversations with cops before, and they can be pretty like brutal because they see shit like a lot of people that they're dealing with is like they're criminals, right?
Yeah.
But these guys are heavily armed hitmen,
criminals, right? Yeah,
basically
whatever.
Criminals
Yeah, gang members,
exactly on a boat, like doing illegal shit.
I know. It just was like, goddamn,
like,
bro. It was so savage.
So it's like they're probably like not. These aren't like little gangbangers on the street. Like
Right,
these
right.
are like
mobsters.
criminals.
And
Exactly.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
It just was like, goddamn,
Murderous
bro.
criminals.
Fuck,
And then
like,
later he explained. He says, he goes, like, you know, look, he's like, there's
probably did some
six,
shit, yeah.
6 people who probably did some crazy, or 6, however many dead bodies it was.
Right.
This many dead bodies that probably did some crazy shit that we were happy they're off the waters
streets,
now.
really, yeah.
Off the waters. He's like, so that makes sense. And then, but the nurse, that makes sense why we care about that more. Because a nurse who's just a single mother of twins, like,
Right.
you know, that makes more sense. They'd be more empathetic. So that made sense to me.
Right.
But I get what you're saying. Maybe he wasn't like the biggest, funniest character ever, or the best comedic relief ever. But I thought he was fine. I thought he was pretty good. I just thought Tyrese was kind of not. What's the point of him being there? And also, is he Flash? Did he just run up 800 flights of steps in 2 seconds?
Yeah, that was like, what?
Like what? The
You're not going to catch him, bro.
Also, zero reaction to the fact. From any cops, from Tyrese, zero reaction to the fact that they just saw fucking Dr. Morbius fly up those steps. And he looks up like, I'm going to go run up that bitch. Get back up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're not nervous about this a little
Yeah,
bit? You want to call
this guy just
Spider-Man
fucking
real quick? I mean,
jumped 50
you guys
flights of stairs.
work in New York. You might want to call him real quick.
So yeah, I think I agree. I agree with all that.
But yeah, the cops, whatever. They're again forgettable characters. I mean, not really relevant to the story. How about I talk about the positives first? I don't want to just shit on this movie.
Yeah.
People have already been doing that much enough already. Some of the positive I actually like. I don't know if you agree with me on this. I thought Jared Leto's performance was good. Like he's a good actor, and so like he did a good job.
I think
It's
he was
just-
fine. I wouldn't
it's
say
just
I
the
wouldn't
character itself didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And he was fine. He was pretty good.
He was good. Like he played the suave, like I'm the overconfident, super intelligent.
Yeah.
Doctor who's trying to solve this. Whatever.
Yeah. I thought he was good for what he was given, and then I actually really liked his friend. What was the character's name?
Milo?
Milo. People maybe disagree with me on that. I actually really liked him. Like
I agree.
even though he's a bad guy, like I liked him because of his character arc made so much sense. Now, how the fuck was he super rich?
I don't think so.
They don't ever explain that.
I don't think his arc made that much sense. Why did he become evil? I don't understand.
What do you mean? It made sense to me because first he
I guess they kind of showed it in the beginning, like he was like being a savage with the guy trying to steal his letter.
a little bit. No, but I think what more of it is, yeah, he has a little bit of it's like a hatred for normal people, right?
Right,
Because
right.
he's not that he's not
They treat
normal,
him
but
like shit,
he's handicapped, right?
Yeah.
And he literally can't survive without the doctors seeing him every single day. So
Right.
he has a little bit of anger towards that, and then to the point where he's 40 years old and he's survived all this long,
Right.
and now he's super rich. By the way, they don't explain how he's super rich, but he's super rich,
Right.
And he still can't even enjoy the fruits of his labor, really, because he's just stuck at home, just rich,
Right.
but not really doing anything. So
I was fine with that. I was just like, yeah, because like obviously Michael is like super.
I thought Michael was rich and he was the one that did it, but then he has it didn't make any sense.
Wouldn't Michael be super rich because of the fucking blood?
Michael would be super rich, right? And then I thought Michael Morbius was super rich, and that's why Milo was rich because of. But it was pretty quickly not that, because Michael goes to visit him, and then they have the goons like the cripple's here to see the boss. Why would you disrespect a crippled person when your boss is a crippled person?
Right. If you
Also,
Yeah.
you would know Michael Morbius. You know what I mean? I guess
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just hired the goons. I guess he
yeah,
just
that's what he
hired them.
says. Like, what's up with the goons? Like, he tells them, like, what's up with that?
And he doesn't really explain it, though, right?
He does. They say, like, oh, he, like, played a card game and owes money to, like, fucking whatever. some
So
people.
whatever. So anyways, but my point is, with the Milo character, it makes sense because he has a little bit of hatred for people who aren't in his situation.
Right.
And then when he gets to the point where he sees Michael Morbius, he found the cure. You did it, bro. You did it. Like, it's what we've been waiting for our whole lives. Like, literally 40 years. We've been waiting for this. I'm about to die in, like, a few weeks
Right.
if I don't get this shit.
Right.
And then Michael Morbius goes, no, you can't have it.
Right.
Like, don't do it. And he's, what the fuck do you mean I can't have it? And then scares him away, obviously, because he literally scares him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes away, able to get the powers eventually. Now he goes, yeah, fuck that motherfucker. Like, this is what he was hiding from me? Like, fuck him.
Right.
Also, fuck all these normal people. Well, first he kills a nurse, and he goes, I'm sorry about that. Like, I didn't
Right.
want to
Fuck
do that.
that, low-key.
Fucked up on that one.
But I'm still gonna eat
couldn't
people
control
anyways.
it. But also, yeah, fuck it, because fuck all these motherfuckers anyways. And
Right.
he really only hits. He does fuck with the cops, which he shouldn't.
Yeah.
But aside from that, he doesn't really do anything super bad after that. He goes and kills the guy who was being a dick to him.
What do you mean he kills all those cops? All those cops are dead.
Yeah,
There's literally caution tape
which is
around
also
the cops.
stupid. Like, what, just one punch not kill these
Well, I mean,
cops?
he's like superhuman, so
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's bad for sure that he killed the cops. But he's also mad. He's arguing with Michael. He's like trying to sit there, tell Michael, "Hey, I just got you out of jail. Let's do this shit together."
Right.
Now Michael's telling him, "No, we can't do this. I'm gonna stop you."
Right.
So now he's like, "Fuck this guy," and then fuck all these cops being annoying as shit. Let's show you why.
That's what frustrated me.
It's
a lot.
him, but to me, it's him taking like, "Hey, I'm now powerful."
Right.
He's now getting way too power hungry. It's
Yeah,
all it
like
is,
I'm
really.
gonna take my.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I thought it was like because all it really took, all it would have took was Michael to be like, I'm a fucking vampire now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't have this. I'm a vampire. I'm fucking want to eat people.
Mm-hmm. That was annoying that he didn't explain it to anybody, really.
Yeah,
He didn't sit and talk to somebody about, like,
because like
this is my situation.
You're a fucking doctor, bro. Like, obviously vampires exist. Like, you know that.
But with the cops, too, like, I don't know. For me, like, it's just like, bro, like, just tell
tell him, like, yo, I fucking
fucked
tested on
bro.
myself.
Like,
I'm a
you
fucking
guys ain't get the
vampire.
fuck out of here. I
Yeah.
could eat you at any second.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill myself, but, like, just give me some time.
Yeah, and that's what I'll stick with the positives too first. I do think Jared is like a good actor, and I did like him like playing this like intelligent. I think obviously some of the writing was bad, and I think that's part of it.
I thought he did a good job.
Yeah. So yeah, that was good. And I think the overall concept of it would have been really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And they had like, if they had done this properly, I think it would have been really dope.
Yeah.
Because you could have like this could have been the beginning of how we see Blade if they had connected it properly, right? But it just like the writing was so bad that it didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you say writing was bad, I think, like, some points are like obviously when he gets, first of all, they do the experiment on waters, international waters. All that happens, whatever. He gets the powers, whatever. I think when he gets to the point where he kills all of them, not a big deal. He gets away. All that stuff's fine. My problem was him not really explaining to anybody, going to look for help, going to tell his love interest, what was his name, Martin, like, the situation. He kind of explains to her eventually, but whatever. My problem is, like, and I've talked about this before, when Venom came out. Like, I said, the problem I have with there's two Venoms now.
Yeah.
And both, I'm like, Tom Hardy's still a good fucking guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's still a cool ass dude.
Right.
And Eddie Brock, like, his character is still nice.
Right.
Like,
Right.
he still wants to be a nice guy.
Right.
And maybe you can just say it's so frustrating dealing with Venom all day, every day that, like, he eventually just lets it take over. Maybe. Fine. You'll sell me on that in the future. But right now, I'm not sold on that.
Right.
Same thing with this now in Morbius. I'm not sold on, like, you made Michael Morbius the most nicest angel-like
Right.
doctor in
Like,
the
I
world.
wanna-
Like,
I
I
wanna
care
save-
so much
Yeah.
about every single patient I work with.
Right.
I love, like, my friend Milo. I want to save him. Like, I don't even care about this other BS. Like, I don't even care about the Nobel Prize. I want to get to this point because I'm going to die soon, but I want to make sure that him and I can, because there's a promise I made him as a kid. Like, that's so heartfelt
Right.
and nice of you to do.
Right.
How are you going to convince me?
Because they make him like a little bit of an asshole.
Who?
Michael Morbius.
Yeah, an asshole to, like, pretentious people.
Yeah.
People you
Like,
should be assholes
yeah,
to. You
yeah,
know what I
like,
mean? Like,
yeah,
rich
yeah.
people and, like, you know, the pretentious, like, smart people who are trying to praise him.
Right.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about you guys. You
Right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like, I care about the people who I'm trying to
Right.
help.
Mhm.
Right? So, like, they make him, like, a good guy, really, you know? And the problem with doing that is, like, you paint him in a good light, and now how are you going to convince me, oh, that makes sense why he goes evil now? Same thing with Milo. Like, that's why I like the Milo character. I see why he went evil.
Right.
Like, he never had this power. People fucked with him his whole life. Now that he finally had this power that his best friend didn't want to give to him, he's like, fuck it. I'm just going to take advantage of this
Fuck him.
power.
Yeah, fuck
And,
fuck
and
him.
actually,
and
actually do this, you know? And yeah, maybe he went a little too dark because he killed his own doctor.
Right.
Basically his dad. You know what I mean?
yeah. And his girlfriend.
who's
And Morbius' girlfriend.
tries to kill. He doesn't kill her though.
She was dying, and then she bit him and turned into a vampire.
Well, okay.
She would have died.
She doesn't. Well, he doesn't bite her to kill her like that though. I think he drains some of her blood for himself and then leaves it for Morbius to see her. I don't think he meant to kill her because he would have just drained her blood and killed her.
No,
I think he left her to die on purpose.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
thing with his.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like left her to die, but like left her to die so Morbius can see it. see it first.
Yeah. He still fucking left her to die.
Sure. But yeah, so like I that was a little bit dark. Sure, maybe you could argue it's a little bit too dark. But hey, he's a guy who's been in this situation his entire life, now has some power. He went a little crazy with it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Michael Morbius. I'm like, how is he gonna be bad now? How is he gonna turn evil? Oh, he lost his his basically father figure too because the doctor was dead. His love interest is dead. All right, that kind of makes some sense. Now he has to kill his best friend.
Right.
Okay, kind of makes some sense. But this whole time he's like, no, I have to kill you and kill myself after so we can take this out of the world. Kills his best friend. They have a huge fight. Yeah, whatever. You could talk about like the flying aspect of it. I didn't like that. I don't like he kept using the sonic hearing every 2 seconds. All right, I get it. He kept sonic hearing.
Right.
Jesus.
Right.
He used that.
I think it was pretty
much.
sick though. I like
It was cool.
It was
He just used it like every 2 seconds. It was like doom doom. I'm like, all right, bro. We have to go fucking slow.
It was a cool effect though. I think
was.
the director was like, "It's just fucking
The
sick.
the ear thing was kind of cool.
Yeah,
too. It was cool. Him flying kind of was confusing at first. Like when the wind was like taking him.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was like, what is that? And I guess it's like he can flow with the wind. I guess.
But just see, that's where I'm like, that is a part of it where I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah, exactly. So those are
And
the
I
negatives.
know like it's a fucking comic book, and it's like obviously he has powers, and obviously he would be able to fly. But it's like
The way they went about it.
Like every Marvel movie, and it's gonna sound like ridiculous, but they make it so it's kind of based in science what they're able to do, right? Like obviously Peter Parker like super strength. The bite like made him stronger, and he makes his own web and all that shit. Spidey sense, whatever.
He's super
like,
smart.
Right? He's super smart. Captain America, they fucking put the serum and it made him super strong. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is like he can just fly.
Yeah.
He put bat
and
DNA
I
in
think
him.
They
and
were trying.
bats can fly because they have wings.
Yeah,
bro.
and they were trying to show, like you see because when Tyrese gets to the top of the building,
Yeah.
and he's getting taken by the wind,
Yeah,
and then he
yeah.
does it again when he's in the train.
Yeah.
I think it's like he can see the flow of the wind, and he's able to carry it with him. Like it's
But
he's
how?
able to
Why
use it
would
to
that-
carry himself.
why
I don't
would that make
understand that, but I guess that's what they're trying to say.
Give him wings, bro.
So
That's
it's
it.
stupid. But so what I'm saying, well, I'm going back to my point of like, maybe you can say those things that him led up to him being evil, but it doesn't because his whole goal was I'm gonna kill Milo and I'm gonna kill myself.
Right.
And instead, he turns his girl into a vampire. Stupid as fuck ending, by the way. Turns his girl into a vampire. When she opened her eyes, I literally went. Like
Because
that.
why?
Why?
Why would that make her?
Also,
a
he
vampire?
turned 0 people into a vampire this whole fucking movie.
Yeah, and she's
And
now.
she's just because she
I
bit
think
his
it's-
lip sexily.
Yeah. Why did she bite his lip? I
Did
don't
she
know.
bite his or he bite hers?
That's what I didn't get either.
I was like, is he gonna suck her
came-
blood for a second?
It came
or-
from his mouth. But
And
I'm
is
like-
that how she became a vampire?
I guess.
Oh my goodness! Because then he was like, "I'm gonna drink your blood," right?
Yeah.
Because she was like, "Make it worth something."
Yeah,
And then he went and drank her blood, and she's dead then, right?
Yeah,
So
I
how is she a
assume.
vampire? Anyway,
Right.
we're just going way too long
Yeah,
on this.
yeah.
So I thought maybe those things could add up to him going evil. But this whole mindset is, no, I'm gonna kill him and kill myself.
Right.
Kill myself. Kills his best friend. By the way, it makes no sense either because he's also a vampire. The bats would also fuck with him too, no?
Right.
Whatever. Fine, they don't.
I
Kills
guess
him.
the whole
They're
thing
his
is like,
bats.
yeah, they don't fuck with him because he's like not
Evil.
pure, I guess.
He is,
they-
though.
No, I'm saying like they don't fuck with him because he's like an asshole.
The bats are like,
Yeah.
nah,
Like,
but
you're
Michael's
dick, bro.
cool, though.
Yeah, like he's sick. You're a fucking asshole.
Or maybe Michael bonded with them. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it was like his family or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Another-
whatever.
Just another stupid writing.
Yeah, another
thing.
stupid writing thing, to be
Yeah.
honest. But the bats fucking help him, kill him, which is stupid. But the bats help him kill him. He kills him. Boom, poisons him. Nice little moment. And then he just like goes off. And it's
Yeah.
like, wait, you were going to kill yourself. What happened?
Yeah.
When did you have a change of heart of not killing yourself?
Right.
Also, now your girl's a vampire. Stupid. And then like, what's going to happen next?
Right.
And then we go to the post-credit scene. And then Vulture comes into the universe somehow.
It was so bad.
And then he's like, hey.
Well, it's like the ripple from Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, sure. And then he's like, hey, let's work together and go beat up Spider-Man. And Morbius is like, interesting. Why? Why would it be interesting to you? Sorry for the fucking volume spike. Why is it interesting to him?
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Why is he a bad guy all of a sudden?
but
Why
not-
is he down to work with Vulture all
Not
of a
only
sudden?
that, not only
also,
that.
why do they have him drive 1,700 miles out of the fucking city? in
Well,
a
I
nice little
guess
Ferrari?
if you're going based off of
He could just run out there.
if you're going based off of Spider-Man, he wouldn't know anymore that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, right? Vulture. Because Vulture
Sure.
in his Spider-Man movies knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So
Okay.
yeah, he would have forgot. But it's just like, okay, he shows up.
But
The first post-credit scene
But
is
isn't this a little bit confusing? What universe are we in?
I think we're in Andrews.
Right? We're in Andrew Garfield's.
I think so.
Because Vulture, Toombs, whatever his name is,
Yeah.
gets popped in to a universe where he's dead in the other universe, right?
No, he goes to jail. That's where he go. That's why he goes. Oh, I hope there's better food in this joint. Why would he know he's in a? I mean, I guess he would know he's in a different prison, but It just was like,
It was weird. He seemed like he knew he was in a different universe.
like he's like looked at him like, oh, what? Like, it just was fucking
so
not
he's
good.
he's in a different universe. But why did he get beamed to this universe?
And then how did he get his equipment?
See,
Did he just make?
sense.
Did he just make it
Really
again?
quick in a day or what? Yeah. So it's
How would he have got his stuff?
Where would he go?
And
What
again,
house would he go
see,
to?
his
He has
is
no
like-
house. He has no bank account. He
His
has no name,
vulture
doesn't
is
exist.
like a guy with metallic wings that fucking has jet engines on it. Like they base a lot of the shit in science. Like this is basically a plane. Vulture is like a fucking plane. Obviously, it's a comic book movie, so it's like. But I'm saying like a lot of the Marvel stuff is like this is based, obviously besides Doctor Strange, in some type of kind of reality.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not real, but you know, and so like, why would he be able to fly? By putting fucking bat DNA into his body. I understand like wanting to eat people and maybe even like
Oh, you're going back to
Morbius. Yeah, eating people, I would understand that. Fucking him being super strong, being able to fucking hold himself.
Why does he have that
upside
like
down.
mist thing flying around him whenever he moves and shit as Morbius? One thing I will say we didn't even talk about, Morbius looks badass as fuck though. Looks scary
I don't know.
as
I don't
shit.
agree. He looks scary,
Looks
but
scary.
he looks scary. And I
Milo
think,
looks scary as fuck.
and I think it started off like a horror movie, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, if they keep it like this, this is actually gonna be pretty good. Because they're like in the fucking boat and then they're like fucking looking, they're smoking.
Yeah, it was
It's
really
like-
good.
That was like, oh shit, this is fucking like kind of scary. And then the rest of the movie was just terrible. But I didn't love the way he looked.
I liked it.
The later we got into the movie, I'm like, he looks kind of too ridiculous.
I guess I liked it. Decent amount. But I think I liked Milo a little bit better. Milo looked scary as shit. Like he looked like a horror movie ghost. You know what my girlfriend told me actually though? Morbius looked he does look exactly like Sinister. Look up Sinister, the movie. And also delete your history after that because that shit scared the fuck out of me when I saw it. But Sinister movie character or whatever, a bad guy or whatever. I haven't seen the movie.
Morbius looks like that?
Morbius looks exactly like the Sinister thing. The bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's exactly. Let me see. Looks exactly the same.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen Sinister, by the way. But my girlfriend says it's a really scary movie.
It is really scary.
You
Fuck
seen
that
it?
movie. It is scary. Yeah. It is scary.
So, anyways, yeah. So, shout out to I thought Morbius looked fine. Looked okay. He looked pretty good. I was more scared by Milo, maybe because he's the bad guy. Maybe it's on purpose.
He did look scary, though.
Looked scary.
He looked scary, but I just didn't. I think it was too dramatic. I think they should have dialed it back a little bit. Because then in the fights, and then that's my thing, too. In the fight scenes, it was like slow-mo, fucking, like, bro.
Yeah, and they're flying out. They're falling out the sky, and then he just basically scratches his fucking stomach,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And then they fucking, like, fall into, like, the underneath the subway or whatever, and then, like, Morbius ends up, like, upside down like a bat, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's like, oh.
bro, you could be more, like, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, it's just there was a lot they did wrong with it. There were some positives I had.
It had
but
potential, but
that's my biggest thing is like, and I think that's the biggest thing I'm holding on to is like the same thing that happened with Venom. It's like it's very difficult for you guys to center the movie around the bad guy, but don't make it so we like the bad guy,
Right.
Or not fall like you're making it so we like him, like fall in love with the bad guy.
That's the point of these movies, like the Venom movie and the Morbius movie. It's like we want you to still enjoy the character.
Yeah,
and,
for
like,
sure. But
be
there's
a
a
fan
way.
of them.
There's a way you can do that and disagree with their actions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Understand their actions, but disagree with their actions.
Right.
So, like for example, we saw the Joker, and obviously that's a great movie, and that's like a literal all-time great movie. It's a Grammy nominated. It's a great fucking movie. Joker was with Joaquin Phoenix, but they did a great job in that movie. You understand where the Joker's coming from. You understand why he is the way he is. Why. Things happen, but you disagree ultimately at the end of, oh shit, he went crazy.
Right.
And I understand why he did, but I disagree with him doing that.
right.
And so that's where it should be. I understand why Milo went crazy. I disagree with him killing everybody and shit. And at some points I was like, why is he doing this though?
Right.
Maybe this will help him. Why is he going to kill the father figure in his life, the doctor? There's certain questions I had for sure, but you're able to. I liked Milo's character, but disagreed with what he did. I think you had to find a way to like Morbius, understand why he's doing what he's doing, which way, by the way, he's a fucking vampire. You had it going for a while. Like he's fucking fighting it every 2 seconds. He's like struggling really hard to fight the urge, but he needs the blood. You know what I mean?
Right.
It made sense. You had a nice twist at some point. Oh shit, he fucking Morbius killed his nurse. No, it was Milo. That was a great twist, I thought.
Right.
There were some good things that happened in the movie, but ultimately they failed on that factor of like, you have to show me and prove to me why Morbius becomes a bad guy.
Right.
Because if not, I don't believe it and I don't understand it. And ultimately they went to the end and said, all right, cool, like we did a good job, right? He's bad now. Look at him
Right.
taking a vulture, and it's like, what the fuck?
But also, Vulture was kind of like not bad.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know.
In the Spider-Man movie?
Spider-Man movie. So it's like
He's bad, but he's really focused on Spider-Man. That's it.
yeah. So it was it had potential, but it just was not. It kind of failed in a lot of places.
And honestly, to be honest, it felt like, no disrespect to like any DC movie or DC fans out there, but like it felt like similar to a DC movie. How I felt with the DC movies. Like obviously, there's some good moments in the DC movies,
right?
And not every DC movie is bad, but there's some DC movies out there where I watch them and I go, this feels like a little rushed. Like we always thought that when they first came out with movies, it was like, bro, you could have taken a lot more time on this and made it a lot better.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt with this movie. They just kind of rushed it a little bit, and I don't know why. Was anyone really crying for a Morbius movie? Not really. So why rush it? If you're gonna make a Morbius movie, cool, do it the right way. And I felt like this is one of the Marvel movies that kind of flopped because maybe they're trying to rush, maybe capitalize on the Spider-Man No Way Home thing.
I think if you're Sony, you gotta go Marvel. Just take all the characters back. We still own them, but like use whatever you're gonna use, and we'll just be partners in this.
Yeah, and like you said, it was a Sony thing. Really, it was not really a Marvel movie. That's probably why I feel the way I feel about it.
Yeah. Because if you don't have Kevin Feige handling your stuff, it's just not gonna come out great.
Yeah, and like shout out to like Sony for like making this movie. Like obviously, it's not a good movie by any stretch of the imagination. It's a good idea, and I think it could have worked. Had potential.
That was what I was saying. It had potential.
It just flopped,
and they dropped the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I'm really interested in looking forward to in the future.
Yeah.
Obviously, if a movie comes out with this Morbius Vulture coming together and trying to fuck with Spider-Man, I'm going to watch that, especially if we're talking about Andrew Garfield being back in a movie. I think that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Which it looks like that's what they're kind of setting up, to be honest, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. But ultimately, we have to grade the movie on a scale of 1 to 10. It's a personal scale of how much we like the movie, how good the movie was. How you feeling about it, Jake, on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Just below average.
Yeah,
I think. There's a lot of stuff that was like lackluster, had potential. I think it was an interesting character, but 4 out of 10, just not good.
Yeah, I'll give it a solid 4 out of 10 as well, and I think it's because I liked a lot of the parts. I think there were some parts that I really enjoyed in the movie. Like I wasn't sitting there like, fuck this, oh my god, this is, why would you, like I wasn't actually like that at all the whole movie. It wasn't until the very end where I was when his girlfriend opened her eyes, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That was really the only time that I did that.
Right.
But aside from that, it was fine. I was enjoying the movie. Like I was actually enjoying it. It just had a lot of like, moments where it was like, okay, that's not great, but let's keep it going.
Right.
Oh, all right, that was stupid. I'm gonna talk about that later. Like Tyrese can't fucking run up 50 million flights of steps. Also, Tyrese is literally doing nothing in this movie. Shout out to Tyrese. Love him.
Literally.
Didn't really do anything in this movie, non-existent.
And like, cause there was in the trailer, like he says like, oh, you don't do this, Michael, you're a doctor or something like that.
Or
that
he says half the city wants to kill you, half the city wants to praise you or something like that. He says that.
Yeah. So
does he say that when he meets him? Not really.
I don't know.
Yeah, so there was just a lot that they could have done, even with Tyrese and the 2 FBI agents. They could have done a little bit more, I guess. But it also just seemed pointless.
Because they literally accomplished nothing.
It seemed like they were just like, let's just show that someone's investigating, but it had really no point to it. Like if it was a moment maybe where Tyrese and his partner come in
and
helped at the end to kill Milo.
Yeah.
Or whatever, figure out how to arrest them or something. That makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
To why you didn't have them in the movie, but at this point, don't even have them in the movie.
Yeah. So that does it for our Morbius spoiler review. Let us know what you guys thought down below in the comments or on Twitter, media_mixtape. Make sure to hit us up on social media. You guys can follow me. I'm OBJack, OBWEJAC. You can follow Josh
at Josh__G, 2 H and 2 E's. If that's too confusing for you, it should be right here in front of us, guys. If not, it's in the description wherever you're watching or listening.
Yes.
We're back, baby.
We're back.
We're back. Subscribe. Episode 1.
Yes.
Catch us. That way you won't have to be far behind, have to go back and listen to old episodes. Listen now, episode 1 all the way to episode infinity because we're never stopping.
Yes, excited for the new shows to come. Some different stuff on the sports episode, hopefully. A little bit more entertaining for sure. So we look forward to that. Thank you guys for subscribing and thank you for being here for the first episode of the new Media Mixtape.
Yeah, stay with us.
And we'll see you guys next week.
All right, peace.